Hello and welcome in to Citero Tarot. This reading is going to be for Capricorn and Capricorn placements. We're going to be talking a little bit about how you're transforming, how you use your voice, how you communicate. All right, so we have Uranus, which has recently moved from Taurus and into Gemini. Gemini is the natural ruler of communication. So there may have been some, I don't know, you may have been felt or feeling compelled to speak up, to become more vocal. Yeah. And this energy is likely building in you. So there could be something that, you're really passionate about, and maybe you haven't had the confidence to speak up about it for all the things, right? Fear of the unknown, fear of blowback, fear of competing perspectives. And I think a lot of that is changing, right? I think you're being asked to put in the work, right? To heal whatever it is about you that causes you to feel restrictive in how you use your voice, because you have something very important to say, really important to say. Because as I explored, right, sort of the subconscious energy for this reading, big energy appeared, right? So we have the Ace of Wands, which is the spark, which is the passion, which is the fire, right? It's the beginning, it's the idea, it's innovation. But then I have the Seven of Wands and the Five of Swords, right? So this is like you feel like you can't move forward, right? Like you have to kind of guard yourself and keep up a good boundary and to protect yourself from manipulation with that Five of Swords energy. But what you have to say is so beautiful, right? We also have the Sun, the strength, and the Judgment, right? So you're being called to use your voice. What you have to say is something that needs to be heard, needs to be heard, because it's going to help heal or help connect or help bring some joy or something very positive to the audience that's meant to receive it. And it's going to take courage, but at the end of the day, it's your path. It's part of your path. It's what you're here to do. You've collected these experiences for a reason. I have the Moonology deck here to supplement the reading, and supporting energy. We have working through your fears, new moon in Scorpio. Your hard work is paying off, Capricorn, right? You've been working on this. You've been working on building your courage, and maybe you've been building your courage by building your craft or your knowledge or whatever helps you feel confident in your ability to speak up and speak out. You've definitely been cultivating a practice around it, because the time has come. Like deep down in you, that this is something that you're passionate about, you need to speak up for. And it may not be this big of a deal. I might be building it up, and it could just be like, hey, I want to start controlling what's for dinner. But conclusions are within reach. So you're going to find a way to get out there and to be heard. And I think a lot of people struggle with being heard and feeling seen and things like this. And you have an opportunity to be a catalyst for this. And why not? So consciously in this reading, to kick things off, right, we have the Five of Wands. So that's some type of conflict. That's some type of kerfluffle, I wanted to say. And we have the new moon in Virgo. So a time to give rather than to take. Right. So it's not the Five of Swords. We had that down here in the subconscious. So we have, right, manipulation, tactical mind games, right? The Five of Wands is a more obvious sparring expression of that. It's more physical in nature. So like it's something that you can actually see maybe some of the conflict going on around you right now. And that could be the thing that you want to speak out about, right? But you're being called to do it from a place of generosity. So I don't know that whatever you seek to speak out about, I don't know, well, you're doing it from a place of good. You're doing it from a place of generosity, like I said. You're trying to help. You're not trying, your intent is pure and positive and not divisive in any way. And you have an obvious sense that this moment, the situation, this energy is building around you, and you're going to be called to kind of take a stand. And so I've said a few times recently last week, like, if you don't know what you stand for, you're likely to fall for anything. And so that's a lot of, like, why collectively we've had to get pretty clear on, like, what do we want to be doing here? Why do we want to be doing it? What's important to us at the end of the day? Right. So for this reading, I want to just quickly explore opportunity, challenge, outcome, get you some advice. In the opportunity, we have justice. So you might be delivering some form of justice or obtaining it finally. You're also being asked what it is that you need to release. So this feels a little karmic to me for some reason as well. Karmic justice is kind of jumping out, right? And so there's an opportunity for you to, again, if we think about, right, healing the thing that's limited our ability to speak up. If you do that and you're able to overcome the fear, the concern, the I don't know, the wounds around not feeling good enough or smart enough or any of those things, when you finally break out of that old mindset to speak up, speak your voice, speak with conviction, when you release all that stuff that bogs you down and you're stepping out and being authentically you, right? The outcome is to receive, or the opportunity rather, is to receive karmic justice, a balancing of the scales. You're able to stand up for yourself. Your opportunity is to stand up for yourself and to balance the scales. Somebody's been tipping the scale outside, not in your favor. And that's just, you've been allowed to kind of pull the sled or do the work and go unheard. Or maybe you've felt like others have taken credit for your ideas, your work, and so on and so forth. Things are about to level out. You've actually done that work. Spirit sees that. And that's coming back for you, right? Like the acknowledgement, the abundance, the gifties are coming back around for that work. You're entitled to it. You did it. You were authentic, right? You come from a place of generosity, and that's acknowledged. Now, in the challenge position, we have adjustments are required in the Chariot card. So, you may be dealing with a Cancer, or more likely, you'll find that June is kind of a run up to a lot of astrological energy that's shifting in July. And the challenge is like, where you are right now is likely not where you're going to be in July, or there's going to be a catalyst event, right? That's kind of moving you forward in July so that you can, receive this karmic justice. So you may not see what that is, though. You may not see what those changes are. You may try to control or anticipate what those changes are, but that's not for you. I think you just kind of have to surrender and let it go for right now, and put in the work, take action where you're intuitively guided to with your voice, standing up for the things that are important to you, and not like try to shapeshift the outcome, because there's a plan, and you just kind of have to trust that. because the outcome is the Three of Wands. You know, the outcome right now is that you kind of have to bide your time. When you speak out, you're going to say something that is just so spot on, that sticks with somebody so much that it course corrects everything for you. And it's going to take some time. So you're going to have some patience. Now, you also have the confidence is the key to your success. New moon in Leo here with this Three of Wands energy. So thinking back to the last Leo lunar cycle, again, this goes back to, I believe, July 24th, I think it was, 2025 was the last new moon in Leo. Okay. As part of your advice, we have don't let pride get in your way, full moon in Leo. So think about what happened from July, end of July 2025 to Feb 1st, 2026. Like, what changed in your life, in your point of view, in your belief system over the course of that 6 or so months? I think that's going to give you a lot of insight as to what's to come. So, you know, did you start to become more of an expert in a field? Did you start to develop and put in serious time into like a spiritual practice? Did you start to, I don't know, just take more responsibility in your community? If those habits have fallen off, or if you've fallen back into an old pattern, right? June is going to be an opportunity for you to see those patterns again and release, right? What do you need to release so that you can get ready to step into this new courageous version of yourself who knows how and when to use their voice for the greatest and highest good? Okay? So be patient though, because it may take some time. It's the beginning of June now. 3 wands, 3 days. I don't know. That's going to be too quick. 3 weeks. 3 weeks, let's say. By Cancer season, things are going to be shook up. But stay true to yourself. You know, like, have confidence. Don't let people shake you, because that can get you back into that place of like feeling small and feeling like you have to defend yourself. And again, lean into the work that you've been doing. And don't come from a place of ego, or, you know, try not to fall into those patterns. And if you feel your energy shifting that direction, recognize it, identify it, sit with it. Hey, what triggered me? What triggered me and why? So that you can continue to integrate that into yourself, and you're more well equipped for these scenarios. So in the advice, we have the Tower, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Star. You know, so let the Tower happen. The Tower, again, we have the Five of Wands. You're very conscious of this energy around you that is a little, I don't know, combative, let's say. You're aware of it. It's probably something is bigger, and I think you're attuned to that, right? Because you have strong intuition, Capricorn. Let the Tower happen. Your words might be the thing that brings the Tower, or the aha moment you're having right now, hopefully, maybe, could be the thing that brings the Tower moment. But remember, it's happening for you. So let that happen. Let that happen, because ultimately you're going to rise from this Tower moment as the Nine of Pentacles. Somebody who is secure, somebody who's abundant, somebody who understands their value and sees their value very clear. Somebody who has made a conscious effort to also enjoy the finer things in life. And it doesn't have to be fancy things. Like, just time outside in the sunshine could be the finer things in life. Planting a garden could be the finer things in life. But nonetheless, right, you're going to rise from this scenario in the Nine of Pentacles, right, and the Star, healing, that beautiful, that calm after the storm. You're going through this Tower moment so that you can rise through the other side. You can get to that Star moment, right? Like, we're not trying to sit in the energy of the Tower, but we're not trying to block it either. So Capricorn, you have a very strong voice. The work you've been doing is incredible. And we know that you're here to maybe challenge the norms. Capricorn is a lot about hard work. It's also about systems and the way things have been. And maybe you're waking up and kind of maybe challenging that for the greater good. And if that's the case, sign me up. I want to be in the front row. All right, that's for you. I hope it helped, and we'll see you next time.